In the cool, nutrient-rich waters off the southern coast of Africa, a billion silvery bodies stir. An ancient, instinctual signal passes through the massive Sardine shoal, a primal urge to move. Triggered by the plunge in water temperature, the great migration begins. The shoal forms a living, breathing river of silver, over 7 kilometers long and visible from space. They move north, following the cold current, a spectacle of such immense size that it defies imagination. This is the largest biomass gathering on Earth. The chaos begins from above. Cape gannets, spotting the shimmering mass from kilometers away, are the first attackers. They fold their wings and become living missiles, plunging into the water at 100 kilometers per hour, creating an explosion of bubbles and stunned fish. We follow a single, curious sardine, a small female we'll call Silver. Her journey represents the multitude. She is driven by instinct, her only goal to survive and spawn, a thread in the great silver tapestry. A pod of cunning bottlenose dolphins arrives, working with military precision. They herd a portion of the massive shoal into a tight, frantic bait ball, corralling them with bursts of bubbles and strategic charges, making the prey easier to manage. The activity of the dolphins and birds acts as a dinner bell for the open ocean. Bronze whaler sharks, sleek and powerful, slash through the bait ball, their feeding frenzy a blur of teeth and energy. A massive humpback whale surges from below, its gaping mouth swallowing tens of thousands of sardines in one gigantic gulp. It is not malice, but sheer necessity. It must consume a ton of fish to sustain its immense body. The bait ball becomes a swirling vortex of life and death. Sardines spin in a desperate, shimmering ballet to avoid the predators. From a distance, it looks like a single, panicked organism fighting for survival. A deep current temporarily disperses the predators. The shoal, now smaller but still vast, reforms and continues its journey north. Silver, having narrowly escaped the jaws of a shark, swims on. Under the cover of darkness, new hunters emerge. Sleek and hungry Cape fur seals use their whiskers to detect the faintest vibrations, picking off stragglers from the edges of the shoal in a silent, efficient hunt. At dawn, the air attack resumes. This time, the scene is one of sheer abundance. The water's surface boils with fish, and the sky is darkened by thousands of diving birds, each securing breakfast for their chicks waiting on distant cliffs. The migration reaches a point where the cold current meets warmer water. The shoal is confused, compressed, and funneled closer to the shore. This natural bottleneck makes them more vulnerable than ever. Pushed into shallow waters, the sardines become easy targets for predators waiting on the reef. Large game fish like sharks and tuna corner them against the rocks, creating a final, frantic scene of predation. Amidst the carnage, the ultimate purpose of the migration is achieved. The surviving sardines, including Silver, release their eggs and melt into the water column. The next generation is secured, ensuring the cycle will continue. The predators, satiated, begin to disperse. The water, once churned to a froth, slowly calms. The signs of the great hunt are everywhere. The lingering scent of fish, a few scattered scales glittering in the sun. The story doesn't end with the migration. The nutrient waste from the frenzy fertilizes the water, triggering plankton blooms that will feed the entire ecosystem for weeks, from the smallest copepod to the great whales.